SOP 104, Timekeeping and Communications. While most of our job is performed outdoors, there are a small number of administrative tasks we must perform regularly. These tasks include checking university communications, documenting work hours, and entering leave requests. Let's look at university communications. Clemson's main form of communication to employees is through email. Employees should monitor their email frequently for updates and information about personnel matters. Landscape service employees may use the communal computers inside the shop to gain access to their email accounts. Employees routinely receive information from the university about insurance, parking, training, and other aspects of their job. A computer is not necessary when documenting work hours. Employees will be given paper timesheets or time cards that will be filled out manually and turned in at the end of each workday. When filling out time cards, all work time, or normal time, NT, must be charged to either a standing work order or a requested work order. Make sure time cards are the most accurate reflection of time spent on the work orders used. This is very important for billing and budget allocation. Let's fill out a practice time card together. Take a look at the sample standing work order sheet in front of you. It should look like this. At the top of the sheet, you'll notice it says the area in which work orders are assigned, Perimeter Campus. Below and to the left, you can see job numbers. These are work order numbers that coordinate with the areas directly to the right of the number. On the right side of the sheet, you'll notice a column for activities. When writing the activity on your time card, use the abbreviations listed to the right. Now, while referencing your sample standing work order sheet, let's find the job and activity numbers that match the description. At the top left of each time card will be your employee ID and your name. These are printed on your time card and will not have to be filled out. To the right, there will be an empty space next to the date for you to fill out. To the left, you'll notice there is a column that says Type of Pay. At the bottom of the time card is a key. The key explains the type of pay used when documenting time. Any time that is being logged for a typical workday is considered normal time. Writing NT on a time card is optional, as it is the default type of pay. Next to the Type of Pay column, you'll notice a column for descriptions. This column is usually not necessary except when documenting break time, but all descriptions will be filled out for this example. There is no coordinating job number or activity number for break time, but you should place the number 1 in the hour column when working a normal day. Every landscape employee has 1 hour paid break. This is broken into 2 15-minute breaks and 1 30-minute lunch. Now, based on the descriptions you see, I'd like you to find the coordinating work order or job number and activity. Let's say we are leaf blowing parking lots. The location would be parking lots and the activity would be leaf blowing. Can anybody tell me the job number for parking lots? That's right. It's 11000172. Great job. What activity do you think leaf blowing would be considered? You got it. Cleaning surfaces. Make sure when you write the activity on your time card to use the abbreviation. In this case, it's clean. Okay, let's write down the amount of time we spent on this activity in the hours column. Remember, when documenting time, it's important to be accurate. Time shouldn't be rounded to any more than 15-minute intervals. This is especially important when logging time on a work order for parking, housing, or athletics. These are all areas billed on an as-needed basis, while academic buildings and other facilities have a set yearly budget. Unnecessarily overbilling a department could result in a loss of that department's business. However, we don't want to underbill. The additional funds from these departments supplement our salaries and funds for equipment. Let's fill out a couple more. We are now mulching the stone gates. Which job number and activity should I use? The abbreviation for mulching is simply mulch. Let's place 3 hours in our hour column. This gives us a total of 6 hours, but we need to have 8 hours logged each day. No problem. Let's account for the other 2. We decide we will water the Thornhill annual bed for 1 hour. What should we enter now? The job number for Thornhill is 11000105, and the activity would be considered irrigation. So, we will enter IRR. And for our last hour, let's try a different type of pay. Let's use sick leave. What should we enter under type of pay? Using the key at the bottom, we know sick leave is written as SL. And if we are leaving 1 hour early to get to a doctor's appointment, we will write 1 in the hours column. This accounts for all 8 hours of the day. Time to turn in our time card, right? Not yet. Whenever using leave, we must first enter our time into the university leave system. The current university leave system is Kronos. I will quickly demonstrate how to make a request for leave through this system. However, you will receive additional training and assistance with this system from your direct supervisor. Let's start by logging in. Use your Clemson employee credentials to log into the system. Enter your username and password, then click the arrow button to continue. Now your screen should look like this. A calendar of the current pay period will appear with pre-populated time worked for each day. In order to request time off, look to the right of the calendar. You will see a column that says Request Time Off, and next to that heading you will see a small gear or cog. When you click the gear, you will notice 2 options appear, Pop Out or Close. Select Pop Out. This pops open a new tab. Your screen will now look like this. Toward the top left of the screen, you'll notice a fun icon of a suitcase and an airplane. This is the Request Time Off button. Once you click it, you will open a final tab where you will enter your request details. You will choose the dates of your time off, the type of leave, the time in which the leave begins, and the duration in hours. Congratulations! You've submitted a time off request. Now that our leave has been entered, we can turn in our time card. All completed time cards should be placed in the top tray on the administrative assistant's desk, with the exception of time cards with leave. Time cards with leave should be placed on your direct supervisor's desk to be verified. Once the leave has been submitted through Kronos prior to turning in the corresponding time card. Time cards with leave should reflect the exact amount of time submitted to Kronos. At this point, we should know. Clemson shares important information through email. You can check your email on Landscape Services computers. Time cards should be filled out using work orders that accurately reflect time spent at work. Leave on time cards should also be submitted in the university's leave system. A general idea of how to submit time through the leave system. And time cards should be turned in at the administrative assistant's desk or your supervisor's desk for time cards with leave. This concludes the Thrive course for timekeeping and university communications.